Hey guys, Beck here. We're going to do a simple install of NoAlbs with Nginx, the RTMP module, and OBS. First thing we're going to do is open up your favorite browser. And I like to use Google. We'll just go into Google here and type in NoAlbs. Should be one of the first things coming up here. Created by our Wizard of Coding, 715209. And basically, we're just going to go right down and look at the README. First thing we're going to do is we're going to install Git. All right, guys, once you get to the Git page here, you're going to click on Download for Windows. Next, everything. Only thing I do is I don't like Vim. I like to use Nano. You probably will never have to use this, but I always use Nano. And if you want to view the release notes, go for it. You don't have to. Back to NoAlbs page, and you're going to get Node.js. LTS version. Open. Click on yes for any of the prompts that come up. Back to NoAlbs. Download OBS Studio. Go to releases. Download the proper installer for your operating system. All right, then we'll get the OBS WebSocket. Go to releases. Get the installer. Make sure you have it in the right spot. Usually it'll fill in where you have OBS installed. We want to install Nginx, but we can do this with git clone. So open up your file browser, go to your drive that you want to install everything on. I like to put a folder called stream stuff. Executables. NoAlbs. Go into NoAlbs, go up into the address bar, get rid of everything, type in command. It'll open up a command prompt from that folder. So we'll type in git clone. We'll grab the link. So up here, clone or download button, click on it. You can download the zip, or you can grab this by clicking a copy. Go back to your command prompt, just right click, and it'll automatically paste in there. You do that. Everything's downloaded. And then I just like to take everything out of here, put it into NoAlbs. Get rid of this. All right. Then go back to our command prompt, and we'll do npm install -- production. All right. Everything's installed there. Let's see, one other thing I do want to do is I like to use Visual Studio Code. I like to do all this stuff, so it makes it. And we also want to install VLC. Now, whatever OBS version you're using, you're going to want to download same version of VLC. So if you just click on download, it's going to download the 32-bit. We're using 64-bit of OBS, so we're going to click on this little arrow and get the installer version for 64-bit. If you don't match up what version, how many bits you're using for OBS and VLC, you won't get the plugin. Get the installer for 64-bit if you're using OBS 64-bit. If you already have Nginx RTMP on your computer, then you can just replace the Nginx config and the stat.xsl in your Nginx folder. They can be found under the Nginx folder within NoAlbs. You have your configuration file here. Under config, you have your stats.xsl under the HTML folder. All right. Otherwise, you can use the Nginx plus RTMP server that is inside of NOALBS when you clone it. So you got your zip here. And this already has everything where it needs to be. So you can really extract it anywhere you want. Extract it to here. All right. And this thing is ready to go. You have a couple of things in here. You have two batch files, one to start Nginx, one to stop it. Okay. So to start it up, let it go. You can even check the log files. Make sure everything is kosher. Make sure there's no errors. Everything succeeded. Awesome. So once you have that going, you're going to want to get into the configuration file for NoAlms. Double click on it. Open it up in Visual Studio Code. Then we're going to start basically configuring the configuration file. For this demonstration, we're going to use password #1. Normal scene, we're going to change it to live. BRB is BRB. Low bitrate is low. Refresh is refresh. For the low bitrate trigger, I'm streaming from my phone, so I like to have it at 800. I do change my refresh to 3000, which is 3 seconds. So only switching when streaming. We'll change that to false. So what this means is that when you have NoAlms loaded up in OBS, NoAlms won't change the scene unless you're streaming on Twitch. If you put it to false, it doesn't have to be streaming. All right, so we're using the Nginx server for the RTMP. You have your stats here, published live. All right. And we're going to go into whatever channel you're going to be using for demonstration purposes. Go twitch.tv and we will sign up. Call ourselves NoAlms Tut. Verify your account. Put your account under the channel. We'll be doing the same thing for our bot. One thing you'll have to do is go into your main account settings, security and privacy, and allow yourself to enable additional account creation when creating your bot. All right, so we created our bot account. What we want to do is go into your main account, dashboard, roles, add a role. We're going to go NoAlms bot. You make them a moderator and an editor. Save your roles. Put that guy in your configuration, and you're going to need to get your OAuth for the bot. So make sure you're logged into Twitch as your bot, and then just Google Twitch TMI. This will be the first one that comes up. Click on connect. It's going to be like ask you all these things. You say, "Yep, I want to do that." Then you're going to get your OAuth. Go back into your configuration. Paste your OAuth right there. All right. So we'll go through this. We got your channel, you got your bot username, you got your authorization for your bot. You're enabling your bot. The prefix is exclamation mark. Enable public commands. So if you want people to be able to type in exclamation mark bitrate, or you could change it to, like B for bitrate, which is already down below. You would enable that. And if you wanted to enable your mods to have commands to help you out during your stream, change that to true. And they're going to have access to refresh, fix, trigger, source info, and OBS info by default. Refresh will basically go to your refresh scene in OBS for 3 seconds, like we configured there. And then it'll go back to the last scene it was on. So if it was on live, go to refresh, it'll go right back to live. Fix will basically reset the source for your RTMP server without changing scenes. Trigger, you can change your trigger, like I have it set for 800. Source info will tell you all information that we could get for your source in chat. Same with OBS, it'll give you as much information from OBS as we could get. And then we have enable auto switch notification. What this means is that inside of your chat, when you switch scenes, it'll say, as your bot you set up as, we'll go in and say, hey, you just switched to this scene. switch to that, etc., etc. Enable auto stop stream on host or raid. So if you host somebody or raid somebody, NoAlbs will automatically stop OBS for you. So you don't have to push any buttons or connect via TeamViewer or anything like that. Your admin users can be anybody that you trust to have access to all of your NoAlbs commands for admins. So if you scroll down in the README, there's a bunch of commands for admins. And what they can do in chat is they can host a channel for you. They can unhost. They can raid a channel for you. They can start your stream in OBS. They can stop your stream in OBS. They can start recording on or off. They can switch to a specific scene. They can add aliases to commands. So if they wanted to add a command, like to make things easier, !H space the name for hosting somebody. You could do that. And then you have your, like I was going, mods. You have refresh, fix, trigger, source info, OBS info, public, bitrate. Since you are NoAlbs tut in here, and I'll just put NoAlbs spot there, just for the tutorial here. All right, so we have everything set up. Next thing is to get OBS set up. So let's save our configuration. Control S, and it'll save it. OBS. Let's open up OBS here. And you just unless you want to do that. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do when you get in here is you're going to want to set up your account. Connect to Twitch. I do want to make a notation here. You do need to have your account in with a 2-factor security enabled. So you'll get your notification. Put in your code. Verify token. Apply. Let everything be auto. Output. Whatever is good. Video. Great. Awesome. Put those up if you want. For this, we're not gonna. So I'll pull up the configuration file on the side so you can kind of see how everything is going to happen here. All right. Our normal scene is going to be live. Okay. And then we're going to have a BRB and a low bit rate and a refresh. All right. Sources are, or the scenes are there. Now we need to go into our WebSocket server settings, enable authentication, and we're going to put this password right there. Whatever password that you selected. All right. Everything is good. Close our configuration. Open up our NoAlbs folder. And one of the things I like to do, or that I have on my computer, is I have a couple executables that help me along the way. And they're just real basic executables. One is to start NoAlbs, npm start. And then one is to kill basically anything node. We will want to go into our Nginx. And I'm pretty sure I already started it earlier. Double check. All right, Nginx is ready to go. All right, you always want to open OBS first, and then we'll start NoAlbs. All right, so it's joining the channel, connected. So now, the next things we need to do is ports. What we need to do is open up our command prompt, type in ipconfig, and here we go. So this is our gateway right here. So we'll open up our gateway. We'll log in with our password, but it may differ for you. And every modem is different. So you'll have to figure out where it's going to be. This particular modem, it's under advanced port forwarding. Okay, it's already there. Add service. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to do RTP. You can name it whatever you want. Find our device. I believe we are 150. So here we got 150. Add internal port. It's going to be 1935. Same with our start end ports. And we got the external 1935. Make sure it's both of them. And save. All right. We'll also be opening up the port for WebSockets, which is 4444. So you can control OBS using your Android phone. All right. So once we got those done, got that. All right. And then we also want to open up our ports on Windows. So under the Nginx folder, there's a folder called Windows Firewall. All you got to do is open firewall ports, run as admin. So right click on it, and you can even edit and see what's in here. It basically opens up the ports. Open, run as administrator. Yes, it'll do all its things, and it'll be done. So all your ports are open on Windows Firewall on your router. Excellent. So we have NoAlbs running. And then we'll do is we'll go to live. Well, see how it goes to BRB right away, because we have it on for switching, even though we're not streaming. So close this down for now. Control C, end the batch file. Yes. We'll go to live and we'll add RTMP source. So RTMP -live, whatever you want to call it. Add path URL. It's going to be RTMP localhost. It's local. 1935. Publish live. Okay. Shuffle it up. Whatever. All right. And we'll also want to copy this. One thing I do like to do is I like to have a startup scene. And you can do whatever you want. You can have music, chat, whatever you want. But the cool thing about this is that it is not associated with NOALBS. So you basically just start your stream. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect our device to our RTMP server, whether it's your phone, GoPro, LiveView, whatever, you need your IP address. So I just go to Google, of course, and type in what's my IP. And you can't use that. Actually, you know what? I've never tried. You'll be using this one. So for tutorial purposes, I'll be using Streamlabs on my phone. Most everybody's going to be using Streamlabs if you're using a phone. So you're going to click on the menu icon in the top left as soon as Streamlabs is open. Go down to Settings, Streaming Platform, and then check Custom RTMP Server. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to type in rtmp:// and your IP you're getting off of this website right now, whatever that may be. Okay, so you got your IP in there, and you're going to put in your by default setup for 1935. So :1935/publish, and then click on next. And then you're going to put in your key, which is live by default, unless you changed it. Click on done and click OK. And then, so this is where the starting soon comes up. You start your stream, you got your starting soon up, and then you can start streaming from your phone. All right, so we have everything set up on our phone to go live with. You basically want to be in your startup scene. You're going to hit live on your phone and go live. And then once that happens, you're all streaming and everything. Everything looks good on Streamlabs. Then you're going to go to live. And then eventually connect to your phone stream. And there you go. So now with this, you have all your volume controls down here below. I usually keep mine at negative 2.5 dB, just in case you get some clipping on the higher end there. Can also go like this, go to advanced property, type it. All right, so basically, have that going. So now it's like, all right, so your phone shuts off. Well, the script will automatically know what's going on and switch you to be right back until you get your phone on. All right, your phone's back on. You start streaming, and eventually it'll get back to your live stream. Now, you're going to want to do this as close to you as possible. Right now, I'm testing this and setting everything up on a server in Canada, so it's a little bit delayed. But usually you'll get about 3 seconds to your phone, computer, and then probably another 3 seconds to your computer to Twitch. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great day.